So I met this guy, let's call him Ethan, on a dating app. Seemed normal enough, decent banner, cute dog in his pics, claimed he was into spooky vibes and horror movies. I'm into that too, so I thought, cool, maybe he's just quirky. We agreed to meet for coffee, but he texted me last minute. Change of plans. I have a better idea. Trust me, I should have bailed. But curiosity won. He picks me up in this beat-up Jeep that smells like incense and wet leaves. Doesn't say where we're going. Just drives. We end up at a cemetery. At night. I laugh nervously and ask, "Is this the date?" He says, "I like to come here to think." It's peaceful. Plus, I brought snacks, in a cemetery. He pulls out a blanket and a thermos of what he calls witch's brew, which turns out to be lukewarm mushroom tea. I take a polite sip and immediately regret it. Then he starts talking about how he feels connected to the dead. Says he sometimes hears whispers when he's alone here. I'm trying to play it cool, but I'm scanning for exits. Then he says, "I brought something to show you." He reaches into his backpack and pulls out a taxidermied crow. I kid you not. He sets it on the blanket like it's a centerpiece and starts stroking its feathers. Says he found it on the side of the road and preserved its spirit. I'm frozen, like, do I run? Do I scream? Do I pretend I'm into this? Then he looks at me dead serious and says, "You have a very old soul. I think the crow likes you." I mumbled something about needing to feed my cat. I don't have a cat. Grabbed my bag and speed walked to the nearest streetlight like my life depended on it. Blocked him the second I got home. So yeah, worst date ever. So, I'm a 28-year-old male, decided to try online dating again after a long break, and against my better judgment, I agreed to a blind date set up by a friend. Her name was Emily, or so she said, a 26 female who seemed sweet over text, chatty, into horror movies, and lived just a few towns over. We planned to meet at this cozy little diner off Route 9 last Friday night. I figured worst case, I'd have a decent meal and a funny story. Boy, was I wrong. The date started fine. She showed up on time, this petite woman with wild curly hair and a nervous laugh. She was dressed in a black coat that seemed a bit too big for her, but I didn't think much of it. We ordered coffee, and she kept glancing out the window like she was expecting someone. I asked if she was okay, and she just smiled and said, "Oh, I'm just a little jumpy tonight." Red flag number one, but I brushed it off. Horror fans can be quirky, right? Things got weird when she started talking about her hobby. She said she collected personal mementos from people she met, and her eyes lit up in this unsettling way. I laughed awkwardly, thinking it was a joke. But then she pulled a small velvet pouch from her coat and dumped a handful of rings, necklaces, and what looked like a tooth onto the table. "See? Each one tells a story," she whispered, grinning. I froze. The diner was nearly empty, and the waitress was nowhere in sight. I tried to play it cool, making an excuse to use the bathroom. But when I got up, she grabbed my wrist, hard. Her nails dug in, and she said, "Don't leave yet. We're just getting started." Her voice had this edge, like she wasn't asking. I yanked my hand back, mumbled something about needing air, and bolted outside. My heart was pounding as I fumbled for my phone to call an Uber. That's when I heard footsteps behind me. I turned, and there she was, standing under a streetlight about 20 feet away, just staring. No coat now, just this tattered dress, and her hair was sticking out like she'd been pulling at it. She started walking toward me, slow at first, then faster, muttering something I couldn't make out. I ran to my car, locked the doors, and peeled out of there. In my rear view, I swear I saw her standing in the middle of the road, watching me go, that creepy smile still on her face. I blocked her number and told my friend what happened. He swore he didn't know her well, just met her at a party, and had no idea she was unhinged. I reported her to the dating app, but who knows if that'll do anything. Last night, I found a small scratch on my wrist where she grabbed me, and next to it, a tiny silver ring I don't remember owning. I threw it out, but now I can't sleep. Anyone else had a date this messed up? I need to know I'm not losing it. My blind date turned into a horror movie. Woman showed me a pouch of creepy mementos, chased me, and now I've got a ring I can't explain. Help.
Shadows of the mirror. The dim lights of O'Malley's bar flickered like dying embers, casting eerie shadows on the worn counter. It was Thursday night, the crowd thin, leaving regulars like me nursing regrets over whiskey. I scrolled my phone, avoiding the gloom. Then she entered, tall, raven hair cascading, green eyes glowing oddly under neon. Her black dress clung tight, and as she sat nearby, the air grew heavy with jasmine and a metallic temp. Evening, I muttered. She turned slowly, her smile too perfect. Loneliness. Her voice was a velvet whisper, cutting the jukebox hum. She spoke of ruins, whispering secrets, and forests holding lost memories. I bought drinks, entranced by her laugh sharp, like breaking glass. Last call. She leaned in, breath cold. Come with me. Something to show. Warnings flashed, her reflection lagged. Eyes rimmed red-butt whiskey silenced them. We stumbled into a foggy alley, shadows twisting under buzzing lights. She led me to a creaking warehouse. Inside, dust and decay filled the air. Moonlight on crates. My treasures, she echoed, pulling me to a back room with a flickering bulb. A table held jewelry, photos, and yellowed teeth. What is this? I froze. Memories, she hissed, smile stretching wide. Her eyes blazed, skin rippling. The door slammed shut. I collect souls from lonely bars, she said, limbs elongating into claws. She grabbed my wrist, nails piercing, licking blood with a forked tongue. I screamed, but silence swallowed it. Her face turned to a shadowy mask, eyes like voids. She whispered my name, how? As darkness fell, her reflection gone. Her bite drained me, her laugh mixing with trapped screams. Morning came, the bar reopened. No one recalled me or her. A faint pavement stain lingered.
If you like the video, please like and subscribe so I can start making more videos.